Hey everyone, it's Ometer, and I know I've been a little MIA with my crafting and stuff. I should be back to crafting anytime soon, but I wanted to show you what has been keeping me entertained as of late. As you guys know, if you guys have followed me for a while, you know that I love antiques, I love certain vintage things, and there's for several different reasons. It reminds us of a nicer time kind of situation, but it also reminds me really much, very much of my grandparents. So I've been collecting antiques for quite some time. More recently, because it's become a little bit more available in the city that I live in. Because before it really wasn't that easy to find certain jadeite items. I started to pick up a few things here and there. So I have a little display case, which it's over there, and I'll show you guys in a minute. Once I get these cleaned up, I just got these items, and I'm going to put them in the display case and then show it to you. So you guys can see where I'm at in my small little teeny tiny jadeite collection. If you guys are interested in that, I will, like I said, we should return to our regularly scheduled program of crafting anytime soon. I also have a haul video that I'll probably post after this as well. So let me show you. If you guys don't know much about jadeite, I mean, I'm still learning. I am such a newbie. I have joined some jadeite groups. The best thing I have learned is when you want to start collecting something like this, especially if you're in a city like myself that is not as much of an older city or a metropolis. I live in Las Vegas, and I know people think that's an older city. It is not a metropolis. Know that now when you're moving here. It is not a metropolis. It does not have anything really full-on antique per se, except for what's imported from other states. So the antique shops that I typically go to are antique malls. In the Las Vegas area, the antique stores, like actual physical individual antique stores, are very high priced. They're basically tourist priced kind of things. The antique mall, you will find a few things. It's not like some of the other states where people get to say, oh my gosh, look, I found this that's worth $300 at Goodwill, which by the way, I don't shop there. No, you know, it's like it's not that easily found. But now, more recently, some of the antique mall dealers and stuff like that, there's people that are moving to the state. I noticed that a lot of people are moving to the state and retiring here, mainly because of the Nevada does not, you don't pay state taxes, you only pay federal taxes, so it's a lot less expensive for people. Anyway, I digress. That's not what we're here to talk about. Let me show you some of my little collection, which I just started to get, and I don't know where to start. Okay. So this is a little mini flower pot. They had two different kinds. They had one that has little scallops on top. I thought this one would go better because I also have this. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, it's by McKee. I'm not sure. I'm still learning. Like I said, please forgive me. And if you guys are avid jadeite collectors, I apologize if I say something wrong. Of course, some of the more bigger brands are McKee. I'm sorry, Fire King, McKee, Anchor Hawking. Of course, Fire King was made by Anchor Hawking. And also, more recently, the one company that is still producing things more recently is Moser. Now, I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I just totally insulted a bunch of people. If you do see some of the antique items that are much newer, they're mostly imported from other countries, from Thailand, and I forgot where else is making them. So those are more newer ones. These are actually antique. This one is Fire King right here, and this is a 3-footed bulb vase. So people would use these as a candy dish or to grow seasonal bulb flowers like tulips and stuff like that, because at one point tulips were very expensive and only for the high class kind of situation back in the 1800s, I think. So I got this one. I really like this one. This one does have a little bit of scalloped, but I really liked the side etching right here. So I got that one. I don't recall the prices on these. I think most of them were under $30 or $40 a piece. This one was $80. I splurged. I know. But keep in mind, I don't want to order. Oh, another thing is I hate ordering online because the way some of people ship, it's horrendous. And if this stuff breaks, me getting my money back doesn't make a difference. It's just like, I mean, it's irreplaceable almost. Okay. So these are McKee, and you can see right here. Let me see if I can see the camera. This, it's upside down. That doesn't help. Right here, MCK, you probably can't really see it. That is the stamp down here. These are custard cups. Now, these would be made, obviously, to make custard, but they have these wire racks, which I have found, surprisingly enough, and I went to buy these. I was hoping to buy 6, but of course, sad face me. Most of these, this part right here, came from the if you're in the Las Vegas area, the Charleston Antique Mall on Charleston Decatur. There is a new vendor of jadeite there, someone that just apparently moved to the city or something like that. And I showed them in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in. I showed the video, and they sold out like so many things. And this was one of them, and I was hoping to get 6 of these. I went yesterday. No dice. I got 3. So these are the little custard cups. And they come in a little cute little wire rack that you put 6 in them and stuff like that. And you would put them in the oven to make custard. So these are McKee, and these have like, from manufacturing, they have like a little bit of, I forgot what they're called, these lines right here from the glass, because it's poured into a mold, obviously. I try to find stuff that doesn't have a lot of chips and stuff. Like I said, I'm still new, so bear with me. This one is also McKee, I think. I forgot. Totally off the top of my head. This is a bubble bowl, and this does not have the stamp because it has this decoration here. So the way I plan, and this is gorgeous. Apparently there's a lot of these around that are made in milk glass because they made more of them in milk glass. And I found this one. This one was unfortunately 40 bucks. I didn't want to pay it, but I know it wouldn't be that easy. And since we're not traveling right now, I figure what the heck, I'll get it here. So what I'm going to do though, instead of displaying it like this, because this just looks like a plate, like a bowl, I've gotten one of these little, that almost broke my heart, that sound, these little plate holders. And I'm going to, and this is like the 6-inch tall one, because they have smaller ones too. I'm going to display it like this because so it'll stand, I'll show you like this. It'll stand like this. So it displays like this. And not only that, the little display case that I have is much smaller. So, I mean, it's tall, but it's slim because I don't have much right now. I want to have one of those big, beautiful hutches that these people have, these collectors and stuff like that. I'm getting there. So that's how I'm going to display this one, and so it doesn't take up so much space. And you'll see here, just if you have need some ideas, and it holds it on the lip of the bowl right there. So I'm sure everybody else does that or something. I don't know. I just had to figure out some way to display it without taking so much space. This is a candy dish in beautiful condition right here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I almost wanted to display it like this, but it's super, super gorgeous. And this is basically almost undamaged because of the rim right here. Love it, love it, love it. I wish I knew 1,000% like all the information to give you the years it was made and stuff like that. But I'm learning because I love my antiques and I like to know when they come from, where they come from. So this one actually came with the lid. Many people do have these, and they match them with, like, they come in milk glass, they come in various other glasses and colors. So they usually have separate ones. So the only reason I did want to go ahead and pay the $80 was because it was intact, and it was just very beautiful. So there it is from the side. This one I will display. Okay, so this is a candy dish. I'm going to display like this. I have an idea. Let's hope it works. I'll make a separate video of me doing this. Sorry for the rustling. To see if it works. So I was going to make out of clay little candies, vintage candies and everything. And I just got lazy, I guess, because I'm trying to get back to my crafting. But I was thinking I'm going to use these, but I'm going to glue them together, make it a cluster of these buttermints, make it a cluster stacked up, and then display it like this. But I'm going to try to glue these together and then seal them. Here's the reason why. It is sugar. It has, whether it has butter or not. It says buttermints. I have no idea what it is in this. I don't want to put candy in here and let it just dry and get stale and then maybe get bugs or ants or something like that. I don't even know. But I figured I could glue them together in a cluster. And I think now, in retrospect, I should have gotten 2 bags, just looking at it now. And I want to make it like this. I'm going to glue them, and then I'm going to seal them. So once it's sealed, I don't have to worry about the sugars or anything like that affecting this vintage piece of jadeite. So I'm going to display it like that. So hopefully it works out. Come back for that video. I have all those supplies. This was the only thing I needed. The buttermints, which you can get at several places, I guess. I don't know. I got this from Schlobby Hobby. The craft store that thou shall name. Anyway. So that is that. Let me show you, amongst other things that I did get non-jadeite related, I got some of these these are by Nut Brown, and they're made in England, and they're like little cake molds. They're little rabbits, and I just thought they were absolutely cute. I'm going to use them. I'm not going to bake with them. I'm going to use them. I have to clean this one off with the label. I'm going to use them as Easter decor. So I like to throw, I have a tray in my living room in the coffee table that I like to use that stuff with. Okay, these are the other things I found. I'll show you the display case in a minute. I want to collect jadeite, but I want to have like a cup and saucer set of various designs. This one is the golden shell. I've been fortunate to find a few things with the original labels. So this is, according to the thing, 22 karat gold on this. And this is also by, you see right here, you can see it says Anchor Hawking and then Fire King. I hope it's coming out. But these were in pretty good condition. I think I only paid like $8 for the set. This came from Boulder City. It's a city outside from Goat Feathers outside of Las Vegas. And this is a Delphite glass, and this is the charm pattern. So this came with, and it's this cute, gorgeous little square pattern. I kind of like this. I want to collect the sets, you know, the plates, the bowls, the cups and saucers. I just haven't decided what design I want to go with. But I'm very attracted to this shape. This shape is a very, very beautiful shape. This color, of course, you guys know, my favorite color is Robin's Egg Blue. So most people thought that I would probably end up collecting this, but for some reason, the jadeite just draws my attention. Okay. Apart from jadeite stuff, I have an obsession with the vintage glass things. Two things: fridgies and refrigerator stackers, depending on what you call them, and D-handle mugs. These are the D-handle mugs. I have finally found a Delphite one. This is by Fire King right here. It says made in the US. I have to, like, these are still a little grimy. Some antique vendors don't full-on wash or clean everything intensely just because they don't want to, like, mess them up or whatever. I always wash everything before, like right now I feel icky. I always wash everything before I put it up where it goes to be displayed. But I have currently 4 or 5 different versions of this D-handle mug. So I plan to collect various ones of just this shape, of this, because I just really, really like this design. So that is what I got this past week. Like I said, these here are from the Goat Feathers in Boulder City, right outside of Las Vegas. And all of the jadeite here was from the Antique Mall, the Charleston Antique Mall in Las Vegas. So let me just take you over here and show you the actual display case, okay? Okay, so here's the display case. It is from IKEA. I think it's called Dalhoff or something like that. D-L-H-O-F. As you can see, it's amongst my craft room. But this here, and it comes in 2 boxes when you buy it. And it took me a while to find it because they were out of stock. That is by Trisha. She makes these amazing kitchen towels, and I just hung it up over there. I thought it would be really cute to work as a background. I think I'm trying to remember her Instagram. I'll put their links over here in the description, by the way, of her shop, of her link and everything like that. You can buy them on Mercari. Anyway, this is one of my prizes here, the Jadeite Swirl Bowl. This came in originally in a 4-pack by Fire King, and then they made a small 5-inch bowl, which apparently that one is super hard to find or super expensive to find, and I was fortunate enough to find the full set. This is the Jane Ray. This is a set of 4, and these also come with the original stickers. Now, these cuties are miniatures made by amazing artists on Etsy. Of course, I will put their links down here. It's by Desert Rhapsody, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. They're little replicas of the Jane Ray, the D-handle mug, and the C-handle mug. Not to mention the fridges, like I told you, that I'm super obsessed with. They have these are Pyrex ones, and this is a jadeite one, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Yes, the lids do come off and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna put that there before I make a mess. This is just a little bunny from Tuesday morning that, you know, it's just a new little thing that we found. These are my favorite fridgies right here. These are also by, this is by Anchor Hawking Glass, and they're Fire King. And the fridgies were meant, they can go into the stove, they can go into the refrigerator. These also come with lids. The ones right here are replicas of that one. Gorgeous. Okay, so this is my Philby. And sorry, refrigerator lids, the Fridgies, and that's the design for the fill bean. It also goes around the glass. But those came in the original box. I love finding stuff because I love vintage packaging. This is a 7-inch bowl, I think, or an 8-inch bowl that I found. These are by an artist. I'm trying to remember. It's from a Facebook group. These are swizzle sticks that are actually made from Jadeite by an artist and from a shop that I follow in one of my Facebook groups. There is the crystal or the sapphire Fridgies and by Fire King, and this is also the Philby design. You can kind of see if I can get on the floor here. It's basically the same one as that one, but in the sapphire or the crystal. That is a white custard one, also by Fire King. I'm obsessed. This is a broken bowl. Now, I did not break it. I found somebody that was selling it, and I had an idea to make glass glitter. So, let's see how it works out. I have a project in mind, but I had to find one that I couldn't break it myself. There's no way. So, I found somebody that was selling one online. So, anyhow, that is... Oh, and here, let me... This is my desk. Like I said, I'm a paper crafter, of course. And I use, these are berry bowls and these are charm plates. And I use them to hold like my little ephemera or whatever when I'm doing my crafting on my desk. These are by Moser. These are much newer. And I use them to hold my utensils that I frequently use. Like these 3 things I'm always reaching for. Or the 4 things: glue, scissors, a blade, or a bone folder, and a ruler, or 5, whatever it is. So yes, so thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully I will have some crafting projects soon. So thank you for coming along, and I'll probably show a video with everything here put in there. Bye everyone.